Okay, here we go. Let's try some Asteroid Shaman. We took out the 2 sanctuaries because they're way too slow. And I put in a Ziliax. And the purpose of Ziliax in this deck is to help us to stay alive a couple more turns while we're looking to OTK with Malagos, excuse me, or we're looking to like really get our asteroids and eruptions coming out, destroying the enemy. So Ziliax is going to be used as a stalling method. And if you look in my hand right now, we put in the Expanse for just a total board clear reset, waiting to get our asteroids. The goal would be to play the Expanse for 0 mana. That would be the goal. So being really patient, getting him down to 0, 1, or 2. Hey everybody, could I please ask you a favor? If you don't mind, scroll down below, click our subscribe button, because we could really use your help. Thank you very much. Alright, playing a Warlock. There's going to be some crazy, insane demons and all kinds of cheating mechanics, which in my opinion should be nerfed and banned out of the game. We got 3 mana. Just get rid of him right now. I remember when I was a little boy, I used to love to play basketball. And when I would make a mistake on the court, I would come down really hard on myself. Or if our teacher, our coach, our teacher, was screaming at me that I'm making mistakes, like I would really, really come down on myself. And picking on myself, condemning myself. I mean, I've been doing that my entire life. We're talking about an entire life of self-condemnation. You got to activate that one with Spell Burst. So really, we don't have a play. Now, I've been practicing, just like a lot of you, to stop the self-condemnation, to stop picking on ourselves. But it's a process. You know that. I know that. It's going to take God's grace. It's going to take some practice. He's going to have a lot of removal and some gigantic demons. So we'll be saving Ziliax to save us 1 round. We'll be using the Expanse to save us another round. Remember, you got to spell burst that one. And the more asteroids you're putting in, the more eruptions you're putting in, the more of a chance your Malagos can OTK. I know there's some decks on the internet who are getting rid of the 2 mana Shaman card that puts 3 asteroids into the deck. I personally wouldn't do that. Because that's 3 and 3. That's 6 more right there. If those 6 are doing 5 damage each, that's 30 damage. So I disagree with that philosophy. I would put in every single asteroid card in this game and not skip the two mana cards. I guess let's just delete one of them, right? We'll use our Titan, get rid of one of them. By the way, this Titan, you can replace this out of your deck if you want to. I would say in this deck, he is above average. In other words, he's pretty good. He is not fantastic, though. Because you cannot draw any spells. Give me 1 second. I'm watching the game. If you check the decks on the internet, everybody has Golganeth, your Titan. In my opinion, he's pretty good, but not incredible. So what do we practice to stop picking on ourselves? What do we do? Number one, realize it's not your fault. It's not your fault. You are living out God's plan for your life.
Witness true arcade.
You got to activate that card. Number two, we have to practice trusting God's plan. And I am not saying that is easy. That could take you a long, long time of practicing to trust the Lord Jesus and what He is doing in your life. So he's going to be using a portal deck. This is not a bad Ziliax. Well, wait a minute. Let's take a look. This isn't a bad Ziliax. Ziliax will stall me. He'll give me 2 more turns. The other option was to go face and use your spell to clear. So one of the hardest things that I'm practicing is trusting Jesus with His plans for my life. Wow. There we go. That was pretty bad. But once again, Ziliax did buy me almost 2 turns. We have no Shutter Walk. We don't have a lot of good options here. We really don't. We could play Taunts. Which would get us some armor. So you might be thinking, okay, Garrett, what are we talking about exactly here? Come on, children of God, I know that we pick on ourselves a lot. We blame ourselves a lot. We hold ourselves guilty sometimes. We self-condemn sometimes. We feel ashamed sometimes. I'm talking about practicing to get rid of all of that stuff right there. Just practicing to get rid of it. How? Realizing it's not your fault. It's not my fault. We are following the Lord's plans for our lives. And number 2, to practice trusting His plan. Oh boy, this is going to be a little bit messy. Yeah, we're definitely going to be taking some damage. Now you might be thinking, well, Garrett, I've been addicted to smoking weed for 7 years. Someone else might say, well, I've been addicted to pornography for 10 years. Someone else might say, I get these headaches sometimes. I get these stomach aches sometimes. You want to know something, child of God? Boy, do I understand. I understand completely. But we want to practice trusting Jesus' plans for our lives. And that right there is going to take some grace from God just to even practice.
Remain silent and unseen.
We took out those 2 parrot sanctuaries. We added Ziliacs. We added the Expanse. And you can see already that was a fantastic move for my deck. Because you know who we're playing next? Take a look. Let me think for a second. Okay. There we go. And now we got to reset as we're looking for Malagos. Turbulus is another card that you could replace if you want. Let me explain. If you get him early, he's a good card in this deck. But if you don't get him till later in the game, you have a completely dead legendary, which is what happened to me this match right here. So with that being said, what's my opinion on Turbulus? He's average. I did the math last night. If you get Turbulus early in the game, like if he's in your opening hand, Turbulus is going to get you 8 plus 8. He's going to get you 8 attack, 8 health. That's a 3 mana, 3/3 card, get you 8/8. And that's not bad. That 8/8 is good enough to keep him in the deck. If you get him in the middle of the game or towards the end of the game, he is garbage, completely useless.
Space time.
I hope I played... We have to activate, yeah. You know what? I'm not sure if I played that properly.
Gravitational wave.
I'm not sure. We could have played the tiny shutter walk. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I'm definitely going to be making some mistakes. And I got to practice to stop blaming myself. Be humble. Realize we are living out God's plans for our lives. Turbulus is another card I might be looking to replace. Not for sure. I need to see how often I'm getting him in the beginning of the match. All right. Right now we're losing, but there's Malagos. If you play him now, your hand is too full. You got to figure out how to empty out your hand. Yeah, I guess we play... Yeah, we play the slime, right? Some of you might be thinking, Garrett, you don't know what I'm involved in. You know what? I probably do. I probably have been in very similar things myself throughout my life. There's nothing you're going to say that's going to shock me. Nothing. The Lord has had me involved in so many different addictions, tests, trials, tribulation, tormenting, torture. Demons this, fleshly that. You're not going to say anything that's going to shock me. But what I'm going to say, I hope it's going to shock you. Okay, when do we play Malagos? Because we're dead. It looks like Malagos is the only option, maybe. All right, let's see what the Lord does here. Yes. 6 damage. That's what I'm talking about. This deck is fun. Is it good? We're going to fix it up. We got rid of the sanctuaries. Who's next? Possibly Turbulus. I'm not sure if he's worth an 8/8 bonus. I don't know about that. Oh, okay. Yeah, this deck is fun, okay? My Asteroids destroyed his gigantic demons. That was a rewarding, fun match.